As of January 31st, 2023, adults 18 and over in British Columbia will no longer be subject to criminal charges for the possession of up to 2.5 grams of certain illegal drugs for personal use, and the drugs will not be confiscated. Minister Malcolmson and I want to be very clear. This is not legalization. We have not taken this decision lightly. We have been working with the province over the past months to ensure that their final application was able to meet the criteria necessary for Canada to be able to grant a province-wide Section 56 exemption to the Canadian Drug and Substances Act. This time-limited exemption is the first of its kind in Canada, and with it comes great responsibility for the health, safety, and well-being of the people in British Columbia, and a template for other jurisdictions across Canada. As part of the exemption request, the BC government is committed to a comprehensive implementation plan to ensure risk mitigation and support a full range of resources and services for people who use drugs.
The federal government's approval of British Columbia's request to decriminalize people who use drugs is a major step in changing how we view addiction and drug use in British Columbia. It reflects our government's agreement that substance use is a public health issue, not a criminal one. That's why British Columbia has been working so hard, building a comprehensive system of mental health and addictions care where one simply did not exist 5 years ago. We are addressing this crisis from every angle, including leading the country on prescribed safe supply and building new treatment and recovery services. Our BC government also took a leadership role in the class action lawsuit against opioid drug companies because it's time that they take responsibility for the human and financial toll their products have taken.
So today is an important day for people who use drugs, for their friends, their families, our communities, and people who work hard every day to support people who use drugs. The stigma and shame that goes with using drugs means that people don't reach out and have those conversations with their family and friends about their drug use. We know that shame is a very powerful emotion, and it keeps people hiding those things that they don't want others to know for fear of being labeled a criminal. It also means that they don't reach out to health professionals for support or to others who may provide them the advice and support they need. And with the increasingly toxic drug supply that we have seen, particularly in the last few years, we know that this means it can be fatal. We know that this was exacerbated during the COVID-19 pandemic when people needed to isolate at home. And we know that that meant a whole new group of mostly younger men who were living at home, who may have had those social connections, had lost those connections, and were using alone and are afraid or ashamed to talk to their family or friends about their drug use. By decriminalizing people who use small amounts of drugs for their own personal use, we are taking an important step forward to removing that fear and shame and stigma.